You will be interrupted with all the minor CC controls,
Yeah.
but you have to hide somewhere. You have to find yourself a very dark places where you hide it for a very long time, waiting for your enemies to be your baits.
So ambushing is quite important for Ziyang.
But Ziyang
Enemy
is
minions
so
will
good.
arrive
That's so good at that.
Zeros, especially. All right, third battle for today. Who will take this, becoming the leading one in this BO7? The second scores will be extremely important when you're coming and playing in BO7s.
Yeah, that's a quite nice counter pick. Coming out against Zhang Liang at the stage of this time. Let's check the solution of EDG.M. How are they gonna use this Zhang Liang to start up the plays?
Those very good coaches, you know, counter, anti-countering all the way again. You just have no idea what will be the numbers of a hero being countered using this kind of BP.
Yeah, and this is the very first time BO7 in this tournament.
Yep.
So this is quite important to see something being put out.
And it's quite new because we only have like 2 BO7s for the very first round of KIC qualifiers.
Yeah.
And all 42, right? The ultimate battle has not been discovered yet.
So this is just like an example for the rest of the rest teams, which they're watching this game in order and sit.
In this bottom lane laning, nothing's gonna happen. Like 1 versus 1, no solo kill will be happening down there.
Yeah. Quite pissy in the early game. Not enough damage to guarantee some kill.
Safety choices. All right, so both junglers reaching to level 4, gaining themselves the ultimate available right now.
Waiting Guan Yu to reach the level 4.
Getting this river spread on the top lane, managed to get Highfive level 5. 1 grade ahead of him.
Just keep the priority of the public resources. Get them go as much as possible.
Well, I was really expecting who won't be the one initiating the very first team fight for this one. They're playing quite peacefully, waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, maybe EDG.M because Zhang Liang is still in level 3. When they reach the level 4, that's gonna be something happen.
But you can see those controls of the rivers. The vision down there will be whole to the part of eStar.
Yeah.
eStar is taking full control of the river right now.
That's one of the mirrors of the Sule. Oh, look at the damage. Want to jump inside, but just back up so quick right there. But the winter is coming to constantly do the damage into Yi-Zheng's stamina in that way. Then Sule's passive been triggered. The actual life will cause something, but Ninja arrived. Jump into the back line and destroy the whole formation of the eStarPro.
I mean, the whole team fight starts from the misplacement of the flicker used by EDG, right? So EDG are getting those minor mistakes, trying to calculate whether he can travel across the wall using the flash. But unfortunately, he ended up bombing into the wall, so making constantly unable, impossible to run away. And after this, he was being secured down by Yemen's ultimate, and this is how the team fights actually happened. And nice roaming from Gen.G.
So nice, and they run so fast. From top to the bottom.
So EDG.M is starting to look good.
Yeah, but Rock actually performed so well and so accurate with his ultimate. Look at that. Ultimate. Oh, ultimate. And the final stun.
I mean, the counter fight from Ziyang is really, really good.
Yeah.
He immediately using his second ability, trying to pull the enemy around, but the rotation of EDG.M really quickly. You can see Guan Yu again joining the team fights and dealing those damages to themselves.
And the flashes of EDG.M been forced out in a single team fight. You have to wait for the CD.
And right now back to the mid lane where 2 versus 1.
Oh, look at that. Yemen's been locked right here and take a lot of damage from 3. And right now, Ziyang's been taking very little second to trying to get himself out of this way, but yeah, without the passive, you have to die here.
Yeah, because of the passive has been triggered just now during the very first encounter with one another, so Ziyang will not be reviving again from this.
Oh, that's a support 1v1 trade.
Well, this is really sacrificing. You can see the red buff. Like in the early 5 minutes, you just went directly to Rock.
Rock is a true core. And look at that flash. Jump inside trying to get a kill on Yanmeng. Yanmeng's been taken down. But what about the NX? What about the L's? The rest of the squads can guarantee their kill. And Taiya's been taken very low. 1 for 2 trade. I think that's a bad idea from the side of the eStarPro. You only knock out a support, and look at this place. Yeah, that's a nice ambushing.
All right, finally make the team fight a fair one trade. You know, fair 2 to trade, 2 to 2.
eStar show their patience in this team fight.
Their resilience, you know, they have those kind of ways and solutions when it comes to the fact that they're always trying their best to earn the best results when it comes to team fights. All right, the ultimate's being pulled out. Ziyang tried his best to escape away, but I think the HP bar is quite healthy before he got froze down, so it will be a safer trade.
Yep.
If Ziyang can go back.
Okay,
How this could happen at 3 versus 2, but the direct then using the ultimate from Highfive managed to keep the presence over there, and T-Dong did his best, trying to deal the maximum amount of damage using the ultimate.
But the location is so embarrassing that time.
And Yuan, I mean, this state of the time, I think this high with the ultimate available is very tempting for eStar trying to dive it. Very hard. All right, Rock.
Rock, it's so dangerous in this positioning, and look at that. With his drawing back so beautifully, and right now the passive is trigger once again, and then Ziyang cannot suffer this kind of damage.
I mean, EDG.M, like with the good help of the Tyrants, managed to win the team fight.
Yeah.
eStar is quite rushing, using all the ability to have trying to rush the Tyrants, but unfortunately the Tyrants just have a huge knockout, and 3 members from eStar is getting controlled by that single action, making EDG.M finding a perfect way trying to use this might to secure the Tyrants.
Yep, but most important is, eStarPro, they're actually out of number. Yi-Zheng's still on his way to farming up.
Farm up. They're trying to chasing the difference of going against Rock, because Rock is quite leading in the personal goals compared with Counter Yu.
Yep, when you are trying, when they were trying to target on Rock, that would be a lot of mistake made by them.
And Rock is getting the red buff all over the time, one after one. He's getting in the extra and waiting for the next round.
The damage from Rock at the stage of this one, and eStarPro is hard to take. It's hard to suffer this kind of damage right now.
Another wave twinning down below. But eStar, even though they have a vision, there's no way they can make that far a distance trying to go to the bottom. And they're losing those side links. Right, already EDG.M is getting back this river vision control, and right now exploring towards eStar's territory.
Yep, when you put out the concept, everything is predictable, especially in the early game. If you want to commit in the team fight by 4 members, it's not available for them. Okay, Lin chased by Highfive, not enough for the kill, but he can force the sprint and pull something out.
This information will be really, really key for eStar, because you have to make sure that this kind of warrior, this kind of batliner, just disaster cannot have the full stage prepared for the next team fights.
Yep.
eStar getting the vision together. I think this minute will be really, really important because, okay,
look at Tanya. Jump inside, use the flash. That's a flash trade and use his second ability to pull back himself. So it's been taken very low. It's quite risky movement.
But like, nice try, trying to trade this flash going against the marksman. I think it's fair run. It's a fair run.
But I think Rock just became more bolder than before. That's a quite dangerous place and quite risky moment. Oh, you can flash and take everything in control. And and Ziyang's been taken very low. Tested been triggered, but not enough damage to secure the death. back of the Rock right now. And Yuan's been taken back with low use of flexibility to get himself some XP restoring. That will be the 1-3 trade.
Completely winning because like more detail have been revealed just now happened, like using the first ability like Rock clear the sound effect. When you hit the target head in a burst, the first ability will be gaining yourself different animation effect and different kind of voice effect. So getting that kind of voice, just offering the whole information for EDG.M. There is someone hiding in the bush right now, making a quick rotation and getting the kills. Like eStar at this kind of stage, they have not enough damage. Let's see their force, like Yamato Bisashi counter you and Shenmue. At this time, the damage will be way insufficient trying to win the game.
Yeah, and take a half second for the Highfive to take some reaction of it.
And let's see the item bought by Rock, like whole succubus cloak.
Succubus cloak and Xinrong have no way to have more extra probing down damage.
From this time now on, like EDG.M is not looking for those protection to marksman, like Rock will be standing on his own.
Yeah.
They're looking for those team fights all the time because they're leading in the gold and they have way more damage than eStar at this time. I think eStar should be waiting for 5 more minutes and trying to accelerate the farming.
Maybe more, maybe more. Okay, and this time look at the position and Dingzhi is just jumping to the back line and look at Yanlong's been never laid down and Rock. The situation of Rock quite safe and he still used the flash trying to chase after Yizheng. He gets himself a double kill. What a play of Rock!
This will be the player who had the most pentakill in KIC. I mean, KIC definitely a whole stage for Rock to display personal value. Not like apart from the fact that this kind of player won himself like a double pentakill, and right now he's dominating the entire game, taking up one more high ground tower to the side of eStarPro.
Oh God, I didn't expect that.
Nobody expects this to happen. Before this game kickoff, I would say out of 30 casters, 30 guests participating in the prediction, like 829 predictions went directly to support the side of eStar. But again, it's been like sudden familiar senses, just like playoff summer season all over again. Like EDG.M, even though they're not favored in the very early beginning, but they managed to survive using their own gaming style and fight back, find those victories back to their teams all the time. Back to life.
Back to life once again. Look at Yuan to flank him, but he's surrounded by 5 right now. Look at Lingzhi is flanking and trying to get inside the back line. Yuan is so tanky, he can suffer a lot of damage, but Ziyang will isolate it, fight by the rest of the EDG.M.
Wow, this Rock, it's not a marksman anymore. He's a soldier right now.
That's definitely a soldier.
Look at the item he bought. He bought like at least 2.5. I would say defensive item, making like Gen.G a very not vulnerable actor right now. So it's not a backline. He can stay on the front all the time and dealing with those very friendly, like a tanky frontline because he can make good use of Imperial Order, which will be the ultimate.
Imperial Order, and then he just build up the fourth line spear. So this is quite important. He can slow down all the warriors, slow down all the tanks right now.
I mean, they have the shortest time to prepare for this, and they're going on battle with eStarPro, and how they are making so far, it's so good. I can only use like perfect to describe this kind of situation.
Yeah,
this kind of preparation.
Perfect.
That will be a very difficult time for eStar.
But right now it's a mid-game. One same question for them.
Yes.
Can they make them in a stable stage?
I mean, eStar is trying their best. Look at the goal differences. It's not a huge, right?
Yeah.
They still hold some possibilities in the late game because like Counter Yu and Yamato Musashi all need time to farm up here.
That's what we call the eStarPro. Even though they lose a lot of team fight in the early game, but look at the goal deficit, it's not that huge.
Yes.
Still in acceptable range.
But you know, they cannot just accept one more team fight going against EDG.M. They have no way to win unless like EDG.M made a huge mistake.
Yep, and the EDG.M, they would like to accelerate the pace of this game because they don't want to see Yizheng fully deck out in the late game.
tower.
Wow, taking down the tower so efficiently from the side of EDG.M and Block standing up front, doing those damages to the backlines and the towers as well.
Okay, the turret needing to be taken down right there.
Wow, so hard to defend it.
It's so hard. Look at Rock, just like a soldier, like an assassin of that. And look at the damage, just like to join inside. And Ethan trying to find some damage on the back line, but he's been taken back with load into a kickback, everyone. And then Tyrant wants to jump inside, trying to defend his turret, but it's hard to do that. And then Leon will fall, everyone fall from the eStarPro will fall, and EDG.M will win this game. A turn the point into 2-1.
They're not leaving a lot of time for eStar trying to battle that